What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Team Chat Podcast, a video game show where we talk about games, the ones we love, the ones we hate, and everything in between. You can listen to us talk about the video games, the ones we love, the ones we hate, and everything in between every Tuesday morning at 9 a.m. Central Time when new episodes are released on podcast services around the World Wide Web, as well as on our YouTube channel where you can watch each and every episode in video format. Isn't that really cool? Isn't that cool in the year of our Lord 2021 that you can do that? But I'm one of your hosts, Jarrett Wilson, joined across this table, no longer the power of the internet, but to my right, once again. More straight across, I
More
guess.
straight, whatever. Anyways, buongiorno.
Rachel Mogan, how's it going?
Thank you. I'm just going all right. Just having a nice, sleepy Sunday morning. I've got my non-caffeinated La Croix.
I know, you didn't bring coffee this morning.
Well, I normally do, but I already had one.
So
I've been
having a little break.
I've been trying to cut back,
Yep.
air quotes,
Yep.
which
Yep.
everyone always says they're going to cut back on coffee, and then 3 months later, they're higher than they ever were before in terms of cup count. But since I already had one earlier, if I have one here on the show, then I can't have one when I go home to play more Monster Hunter.
Got it.
So I got to space them
priorities.
out.
I understand.
Yeah.
Sure.
So I will have that.
And it's good to stay hydrated with, and that's what this sweet, bubbly,
exactly.
delicious LaCroix does for us
Exactly.
each and every episode.
It sure does.
Cool, crisp, delicious.
What if La Croix came out with a statement? They were like, actually, it doesn't hydrate you. The bubbles negate all the hydration, so it's kind of like coffee, and that it's actually dehydrating you.
See, I was drinking this stuff for, and have been drinking it for a while. And I always would say, like Sam would tell me, especially during these hotter months, she'd be like, hey, we got to be drinking water. We got to be drinking more water, which we need to be drinking more water in general. And I'm like, I'm drinking LaCroix. And she's like, those don't count. I'm like, why do they not count? She's like, they're carbonated. They don't do the same for you. And I was like, no. They absolutely do the same.
No, she's right.
No,
they
she's
don't.
wrong.
the bubbles negate all the hydration.
We finally had to turn to research, aka google.com, to find that, yes, in fact, it still counts.
No, lies, doesn't count. It's not the same. You might as well be drinking Surge.
Oh, man, I
All
would love to
right,
get
dude.
some Surge
How
back
do we
in my
get our
body.
hands on some Surge?
We'll love that.
There's got to be someone on eBay that has like an unopened six-pack
Well,
of Surge.
they re-released it not too long
There's
ago.
no way it's the original, though. They probably had to tweak
Yeah,
the
they
recipe
changed it, I'm sure.
For today's weak sauce youth that can't handle.
Can't handle that
Can't
caffeine
handle the
rush.
Surge.
I remember just like going to friends' birthday parties as a kid, and if they had Surge, I was like, "Oh, this party's
It's gotta be
popping
a good
off!"
party.
And like they'd have the bouncy house in the backyard, and I'd just be chugging Surges, jumping
You know
all
what?
day
I
long.
really do think that Surge ran so that Red Bull could fly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree with
Surge
that.
came first. All right, anyways, we're not here to talk about Surge or La Croix.
But one more topic on the drinks before we move off of this. Did you see that Mountain Dew is coming out with a flaming hot flavor?
Is it just going to be extra cinnamon?
I-
What's going to be
I
flaming
don't
hot
know.
about it?
I don't know. I'm assuming, it's like a cinnamon Mountain Dew. That's like
I kind of thought, is that not what Code Red tastes like?
no, Code Red's just like red.
Oh.
This is like
What flavor is red?
I don't know, cherry.
God.
kind of thing. I don't know. It's kind of like the knockoff Big Red, kind of.
Okay,
But
gotcha.
this is like specifically, you can only like buy it from the Mountain Dew website, but it's just Mountain Dew Flaming Hot.
I would actually
I'm
love
curious.
to try that.
I wanna get it.
just to see what it tastes like.
All right,
because
maybe I order
that
us
sounds
some.
fascinating.
Maybe I order us
Yeah,
some.
yeah,
Do a
and then
taste
we'll
test.
do a little taste test.
Yeah. Because I'm too curious, and I just want to
Yeah.
be sipping on that while I'm enjoying a nice crisp bag of Flamin' Hot Cheetos
So,
with some hot tamales.
My theory is that it would be spiced with either cinnamon, ginger, because ginger in drinks can actually make them taste very spicy, or maybe it's actually got like spicy margs where actually
Yes.
part of it is like jalapeno juice
Yep,
or whatever.
yep.
Maybe that's what it is. Jalapenos.
Yeah, just a little
Or maybe
couple little drops.
habaneros. That's Spanish for habaneros. I don't know if you knew that.
Or just some straight up Carolina Reapers.
Oh God, it probably is. It's probably a
Just
disgusting-
melts your intestines as it goes through.
You try to unpackage it, and then the plastic itself is already being eaten through
Yeah,
by the
you're like,
spice. You're like,
"This
oh
is
no,
not
this can't be good. Well, anyways, I do want to try that, and I don't even like Mountain Dew. I just want the experience.
Yeah, let's do
Yeah,
it sometime
all
then.
right.
But that's enough of our favorite drinks, even though, what are your favorite drinks? Do you like Mountain Dew? You like Surge?
Yeah, what's your favorite Surge? Surge didn't even have flavors.
No, it was
there
just
was
like
just
it was
Surge. It was
yeah,
just
but
lemon
it was
lime.
like the lemon lime,
Yeah.
typical like Sprite Mountain Dew-esque flavor. Like it's basically they're all in the same family. You know what I'm saying? But If you would like to be on the same family of Team Chat Podcast, well, you can do
Good
that
segue.
by going over to our social medias and give us a follow on our Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You can join our Discord server where we have a lot of fun conversations like this one we just had when we're not out here on the show talking about games. And you can also, though, head over if you want to help make the show bigger and better. You can head over to patreon.com/teamchatpodcast, just like our other patrons, Elise M, Zach S, Mariah S, Susan M, James K, Ben W, Michael B, Fuchsia Rascal, MW, Andrew M, Michael S, and Brandon W have done. We have a lot of M's and W's.
We
on this
do.
list.
I've noticed
that was like the first time that's like seriously tripped me up.
We need to diversify.
But they have gone over to patreon.com/teamchatpodcast, where for as little as $1 a month, you can support the show just like they are. And in return, we'll give you cool perks like getting the episodes early before the general Tuesday release, access to, for our $5 tier, you get 2 weeks early access to our subsidiary show, Team Chit Chat, where Mogan and I talk about things that are not related to video games at all. And, a lot of other extra bits and goodies along the way. How does your patron money help us make the show bigger and better? Well, it allows us to do cool things like getting a customized emote pack for our Discord and Twitch servers, doing things like Team Chit Chat, and allowing us to branch off to do game reviews like our upcoming reviews of the Mass Effect Legendary Edition series, and things like that. And it also allows us to branch off and try other things like our upcoming show that we're going to be doing where it's not video game related at all, and it's not Team Chit Chat. But what it is, though, is we are both, for various sides of the table of fandom, excited for the upcoming Disney Plus show Star Wars Visions. I am a fan of it, going to be a fan of it because it's Star Wars. Mogan's going to be a fan of it because it's all done in their anime. They're anime
all
episodes.
Anime.
All anime.
They're cool, sweet anime done by different studios.
Yeah.
So it's going to be really interesting to see like the visual translation of anime into Star Wars. Honestly, why haven't they done this?
And it's a brand new step in the direction in the Star Wars franchise. I'm super excited about it for that reason. So we're going to be doing like an episode per episode breakdown of the Star Wars episode, but then also comparing it to one of that other studio's popular anime. So it's going to be a lot of fun. We're excited about it. Star Wars Visions kicks off September 22nd. So the show, which I believe is a Wednesday, because I think Disney Plus is doing all their shows on Wednesdays now.
Wednesday, my dude.
It is Wednesday, my dudes. So, very shortly thereafter, we'll have the video up with our full reactions and all that stuff to it, and the compare, contrast, and all that fun jazz. So that will be fun and coming up, and that's all the cool things that the patron money helps us do. But if you can't support us on Patreon, that's no big deal at all. We totally understand, and there are tons of other ways that you can help support the show, such as telling your friends, writing us reviews, subscribing wherever you listen to or watch the show, and liking us, following us on social media. So all that stuff helps get the big, great word of Team Chat Podcast out to the masses, and for that, we are eternally grateful and love each and every one of our patrons, listeners, and viewers alike. Heart emoji.
Heart emoji.
Look at it.
Yep.
Look at those
There
heart
you go.
emojis.
For a second,
Woo!
I couldn't quite get my arm up there, but whatever.
But before we get into the main topic of the day, let's get a little bit of news and what's coming out soon. Our moment with Mogan.
Lots of stuff is coming out.
September is stacked.
September really is stacked. We missed a couple of things from we missed a couple of things from early September, so I'm going to go through what I think are the highlights. Lake. This one I'm actually pretty excited about. Lake is that game where it's like a Lifetime movie almost, or like from the TLC network. You play as a woman who has basically left her corporate life to go be a mail carrier in a very small town that's like by a lake. It looks awesome. It looks like the kind of content I would personally enjoy. That's out for Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, and PC. Bravely Default 2, this is the one that confused me. Bravely Default 2 is getting its PC port. So that has happened on September 2nd as well, so you should be able to pick that up now. Bravely Default 2 is a very good game. You should get it. And then a couple of other things came out that I don't really care about except for Golf Club Wasteland.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
I've been looking forward to that
There's
one for
some
all
weird
year.
stuff coming out. Anyways, so as of this episode's air date on September 7th, all of the following are out. Chernobylite for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Encased for PC. FIST Forged in Shadow Torch. Oh, that's so weird.
I remember that game.
This sounds familiar.
Yeah. That's the
yeah.
one where you're you're like woodland creatures. Aren't you like rabbits? And it's like a platformer, and you have like a big metal glove, and you're like, I feel like we just saw gameplay for this not long ago at maybe a State of Play or something. It wasn't during Gamescom.
Must have been a State of Play then.
Yeah, it must have been a State of Play.
Anyway,
But yeah,
so
okay, I know
Fist
which one. Because I remember
forged in
being
Shadow
talking about that one. I
Torch.
was like, oh, it's like if you took Biomutant in some other
Yeah.
game, and now I can't remember which one it was.
Well, whatever. That's out now for
There,
PlayStation.
play it.
Yeah, it's out for PS5 and 4. Sonic Colors Ultimate, which I'm a little shocked is already out. I feel like they announced it so shortly before its release. Anyway, Sonic Colors Ultimate is out for PS4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC. Blood Rain Betrayal Fresh Bites is out on September 9th for PS5, Xbox Series X and S, PS4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC. The Artful Escape. Oh, this one I'm actually a little bit psyched about. So The Artful Escape is a new indie game being published by Annapurna Interactive. All of their games are usually really cool,
Yep.
and this one looks like a wild. It's very much based in like art and imagination and music.
Ooh.
You're like this guy / young man who loves guitar, I guess, and he's
Okay.
trying whatever. It looked very cool when I saw the trailers for it. Inked: A Tale of Love is also coming out on September 10th for PS4, Xbox One, and that's it. And then usually the list is longer than that. Kraken Academy comes out for PC on the 10th as well. Life is Strange: True Colors. This one blew my mind. We were talking about this the
Yeah.
other day. I thought this game was coming out in November.
I
and
thought it was
don't
September,
know
like
why.
late September. I thought for some reason, I had in my head like the 27th.
Yeah, I couldn't have been more
I don't know
wrong.
why.
I legit thought it was like November 10th or something like
Yeah.
that. Nope, it's September 10th. So that is out for PS5, Xbox Series X and S, PS4, Xbox One, Switch, Stadia, and PC. They're doing the cool guy thing and just putting it out on every platform right away.
How cool of them.
Yeah, how cool of them. Lost in Random is out for PS4, Xbox One, and PC on the 10th. So is NBA 2K22. Don't get it, everybody. Sports games are a scam. Port Royale 4 is coming out for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S. Tales of Arise is coming out for PS5, Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. WarioWare Get It Together is out for the Switch on the 10th as well. And then that gets us into next week. Too much is coming out.
A lot of stuff.
Yeah, a lot of stuff is coming out. That's a stacked list.
Which we do want to go ahead and say on one of those things, provide an update on Life is Strange 2 Colors. Obviously, as you all know,
We
as
can't
fans
wait
of the
to play
show,
it.
We're
Oh, yeah.
super excited about
We're
it.
definitely getting it.
We definitely are going to be playing it and listen to it on the show and be giving our reviews and all that stuff. But we have some travel coming up soon, so we're not going to be able to be able to jump into it right at release. So if you're like a couple weeks out from that and you're still like, why are we not seeing any Life is Strange True Colors stuff? It's coming.
It's coming. Oh,
It's
we're
coming.
going to do it. We love
Yeah.
Life is Strange.
So-
Every Life is Strange. Even if they technically aren't called Life is Strange, but they're still
Looking
Life
at
is
you, tell
Strange.
me why.
We're looking at you, tell me why. Anyways.
But yeah, just hold on to your butts. It'll be coming soon. So anyway.
Okay.
But now to move into the main topic of the day. Oh wait, we didn't do some of the other news that we had coming
There's
up
one
because
little
there
news
was
story that we
one
just
little
wanted to
one that
talk
we wanted to
about because
slip
it's both annoying and then funny.
Yeah.
So first, the annoying part. So there was this big brouhaha because who publishes Horizon?
It's Sony. It's a
Sony.
Sony first
Okay, well,
party.
you-
Well, Guerrilla Games and
Yeah.
then published by Sony. But the exciting precursor to that is that we finally got the official release date now
Yes.
of February 18th, 2022. Very, very cool. You can go pre-order the game right now. You can get the collector's edition, the Regala edition, which I never heard of. That uses a special fun name for a collector's
What's
edition.
next?
But
The Regatta edition?
the Ricotta edition, it's just cheese.
That would be
But
really funny.
so-
They should have done that for Overcooked.
Why is everything in
that
this
would
just
have been
cheese?
such a great idea. You open up the game case box, it's just cheese.
It's just a slice of provolone stuck on.
That they would just put one hole in. That would be so funny.
Oh man. Okay, but anyway, so that came out. You can pre-order all that fun stuff, but that's where it then got annoying.
They
and,
got
like,
into some
and
trouble
being
for
like,
good
what
reason.
are you doing to yourselves?
Yeah, what are
here?
you doing, Sony?
In that they, had originally said when the PS5, PS4, and all that stuff were coming out, and there was going to be these dual consoles out in the wild. They were like, cool. Well, games that come out from Sony first-party publishing and stuff, those will be. You can upgrade for free. Play PS4 to PS5 version. If you don't have the PS5 yet, you can get the one. You can upgrade to the other for free. But then Horizon Forbidden West pre-orders launch, and they're like, yeah, that's not going to be the case. You're not going to get dual entitlement if you buy the PS4 version. You're going to have to buy the PS5 one again later.
Someone made this comment on Twitter, cannot remember who, my bad, that dual entitlement doesn't have quite the same ring to it as smart delivery.
Yeah.
And I thought that was really interesting because it really, Smart delivery is what everybody was doing, and then the second they don't want to do that anymore, they're calling it dual entitlement.
Well, and I also think Xbox maybe like trademarked
Oh,
the
did they
smart
trademark
delivery.
smart
I think smart
delivery
delivery is what they call it now for
Gotcha.
games in their ecosystem.
Well, I still agree that dual entitlement has a certain connotation of
Yeah.
like putting the onus on like, oh, you think you're so entitled.
It does.
It's like,
It has a weird name.
what? It's you don't
Yeah,
like it
I
from
don't
a
like it.
PR perspective. They should have thought that one through a little bit more. But anyways, go on.
But yeah, so then obviously everybody's like, but wait, you said before that this would be free. And everybody, rightfully so, got in a hubbub about it. And to the extent now that as of yesterday, so Saturday the 3rd, yes, because today's the 4th, or is today the 3rd?
Today's the 5th.
I don't know anything. What is time? Anyway, so yesterday, September 4th, PlayStation walked that back and said that you will be able to upgrade for free from the PS4 version to the
I don't
PS5
know
version.
what they
Which,
were.
like, yeah,
what
why?
were they expecting? What were they
Yeah.
expecting to happen? That everyone would just be like, "Oh, okay, cool." You know, since PlayStation 5s are so easy to find and buy right now for
Right.
reasonable prices, no one's going to care about that. Except they're not. They're still extremely scarce. So
Well-
most people that are going to get Horizon Forbidden West at launch kind of need it for the PS4.
Right.
And then what happens when PS5s become available? They have to buy the game all over again? No.
To get
That's
the
horse
upgrades and
ass.
all. Yeah, it's dumb.
That's
And, like, at least if you're gonna charge people for it, which I'm saying don't, because, but like if you're gonna do it, like I remember when Call of Duty Ghosts, it was PS3, it was like the last Call of Duty game that came out before the launch of the PS4. You could pay $10 to get the upgrade for the PS4 version. Cool, I would do that.
That seems pretty reasonable.
If you're gonna include
I've
it into
spent
the
$10 worse.
because I understand that there's a process. It's not like you can just like flip a switch and be like, cool, it runs perfectly and has all the upgrades of the PS5. I understand there's work that needs to be done. But come on, making us buy it again for the full price, which actually, if you're buying Horizon Forbidden West and you bought it PS4, you'd be buying it for, $60 like you would be doing for the PS4, then turn around and having to buy it for $75
Yep.
on the PS5. So
Yeah.
come on.
Very
Get over
uncool.
yourselves, Sony. What are you
Very
doing?
uncool.
So fortunately, they walked that decision back and made the statement that yes, first-party games from now on, from Sony first-party development studios, will be able to upgrade for free.
They had better because they
better.
said it before.
Exactly. Will you hold to it this time?
Yeah, it's weird that you're having to state it again because you walked back your own statement.
Exactly. So,
Anyways.
good news: Horizon Forbidden West has a release date. You can pre-order it today. Bad news: they tried to fuck it up with controversy. Good news again: they walked it back. So it's a roller coaster of emotions in the these last couple of days.
Slight other bad news. Is it not correct that the super special regatta edition or whatever it's called actually doesn't include the game?
It doesn't include the game disc. It has a
Oh,
downloadable
it has a
version.
downloadable code.
Yes.
Okay.
Which
I still
is like
don't love that.
I don't either because
Yeah.
at least it's not like. I know somebody brought it up. I think Just Mike Plays brought it up in our Discord that Red Dead Redemption 2 did this, and I want to say Battlefield 1 did it as well. That when their big collector's editions, it literally was you bought the game and then you also bought the collector's edition. The collector's edition didn't come with the download. I know for a fact that was Battlefield 1 that did that. I don't remember the specifics of Red Dead 2. Maybe it also didn't come with the game disc. But yeah, that's what I saw somebody else point out. They're just like, what's the point of having these huge, big collector's editions when honestly the people who are buying those want physical media?
Yeah.
And you don't give them the actual disc.
And the thing is, you're already producing a physical product.
Yeah.
Why? How?
You're already
literally,
giving us a steel case.
How? Yeah, you're including the case.
Yeah.
How much extra could printing it on a disc possibly be?
Right.
It just seems like a nickel and diming. It
Yeah.
seems like a real like cutting corners, nickel and dime. Like God,
Which,
think
granted,
of the
at least
margins.
it's not like you're having to buy the game separately, then buy the collector's edition,
But
like in
still.
those other examples. But still, yeah,
It's just
not the
annoying
best.
because it
yeah.
feels like you're already making a huge box set.
Yeah.
Just slap the disc in there, bro. Just put it in there. It can't be that hard.
Yeah, that's true. It can't be.
Anyways,
so
so
fix yourself.
Horizon,
What you
yeah,
doing?
Horizon, get it together.
I'm still excited to play that, and I can't wait to see you on my screen.
And as Bro Mogan put in the Discord, oh, okay, so February 2022. So holiday 2022. Got
yeah,
it.
that's probably
yeah.
not the final. I know.
You know,
but,
you never know. They might not. They might actually be able to release it on the new schedule.
And that'd be great.
and we'll
I'd be
see if
super
that
happy for
happens.
that. But now on to our main topic
Now
of the
on
day,
the actual
which is
main
something
topic.
that oh my god, it's taken our lives
So,
by storm.
We were originally planning to do something else today,
Yeah.
and then we both started playing this fancy new game called Splitgate. aka also known as Splitgate.
Oh man.
Also known as Halo with portals.
Yes.
So the actual name of the game is Splitgate.
Yes.
But in my head, I'm always like, Spilt Gut. Yeah.
Because it's like you're spilling
Yeah,
guts.
you're spilling guts all over the place.
But yes, so Splitgate has taken over our lives, like it has many people. And so we wanted to, this time, talk about our experiences playing it, give a little review, as it
Yeah,
were.
basically do our first impressions.
Yeah.
Because it's awesome.
And I mean, we've pretty much, like, this is like you could call first impressions / review, because like while we haven't like played ranked stuff, like or at least I haven't. I don't know if you have.
No.
Okay.
I'm not good
so
enough
like
to
we're
play
just
ranked.
we're
Are you
just playing
kidding
like
me?
casual stuff. We're playing with parties. We're playing. We've gotten loot boxes. And all this stuff. So it's like we've got enough to know like what this game's about. But yes, full disclosure, we haven't played like every mode in like ranked and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So,
But you know what?
It's you know what's up.
And many people will play the game and never touch ranked.
Oh, yeah.
There are plenty of people that only
I
play the
kind of
casual
want to
modes.
touch ranked. in this
I
one.
would like obviously I did it for Overwatch, so I'm probably going to do it for Splitgate eventually.
Yeah.
But I do need more practice because this is one of the first games, not including Nancy Drew, and tell me why, that I'm actively playing on my laptop
Yeah.
instead of. So Splitgate, first of all, is available for Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 4, and PlayStation 5, Linux, Windows, and Steam. So it's available for most
Just not
most
Stadia and
consoles.
Switch,
Not
I
Stadia
guess.
and Switch, yeah. It's available for most consoles and or PCs, and it has cross-play.
Yes.
So, for example, Bro
Which is
Mogan
so
plays
nice.
with us on his PS5,
Yeah.
and we're both playing on PC, and we can still all be in the same party. So that's pretty awesome.
Which I was legitimately surprised about too, because I thought I'd only heard about it and seen people playing it on
Yeah.
PC. So I was just like, oh, cool. I'll play this PC shooter, because I've been wanting to like dabble in PC shooters again for a while. Because the last time I like predominantly played PC shooter was when I played Call of Duty 4 on
My last
my
one would have been
Mac.
Unreal Tournament 2.
Oh wow, so
Yeah.
even longer.
Even longer.
Yeah. So, so I've been kind of wanting to dabble in that a little bit more, and this game has been letting me do that. But so a little bit of info on this one. It is both developed and published by 1047 Games, and it was released originally on May 24th, 2019 for only PC and Linux.
Yes.
And then it had its console release and all other platforms that's available on now on July 25th, 2021, which is why it now suddenly has this huge spike,
Yeah.
because now all the players across everything
And
can play it.
It was in active beta for a very long time. So
And
a
still
lot of
is,
that time.
technically.
Actually, I think it's not anymore.
Oh, is it not?
I think
was
because
reading something
they're
saying that it's...
technically in season 0 now. So is that the beta or not?
No, I still think it's still beta.
Are you sure?
I'm going to double check, but I'm pretty sure what I was reading,
All right.
doing this morning on it, was that it was not quite out. But anyway, we'll keep talking. Or it's still in like early access, stuff like that.
Gotcha.
Fortnite was in early access for like 10 years.
Well,
so.
the point is that it has crossplay and it is also free to play.
Oh, yeah.
So much like the Fortnites and the Apexes of the world, it's free to play. There are in-game loot boxes for you to get basically new skins for your person, your weapons, all that good stuff. There's also a battle pass, as with all these other games. There's both the free battle pass, which you only get a couple of things from, and then there's the paid battle pass, where obviously you get way more stuff for it. I have not paid a single cent for this game yet,
Neither have I.
but it's so good that it's one of those things where I'm like, you know what? I should probably buy the battle pass just to like show my support, literally,
Yeah.
because it's a free game and I'm getting a lot of enjoyment out of it. So at some point, I might break down and actually start putting down some money on it.
Which I want. I'm going to do the same thing too, because the nice thing with these games, especially that have battle passes, like if you play it enough, you generate enough in-game currency to be
Yeah.
able to just buy the next one. So it's like once you start the snowball rolling, you just kind of keep going.
You can just keep going.
Okay, so yes, so on its Wikipedia page, it says on August 25th, 2021, the developers announced that the game would stay in beta indefinitely, and at the same time released Season 0.
Huh, okay, so it's
So-
both.
So yeah, so they're just like, but that's what Fortnite did.
Definitely in beta.
I mean,
yeah,
that's what
Fortnite
Fortnite
was in
did.
beta
Fortnite
for
was in
so
seasons with
long.
battle passes. People were spending gobs of money on it, and it's still in like early access beta. So that's not
funny.
like a huge thing. But it also says that the co-founders of 1047 Games in Prolix, how would you say that last name? Proulx. Prolix?
I would say Pul. I don't know.
So Ian Prolix and Nicholas Bagamini. I should have tried these. I should have practiced this before. This is poor hosting
well,
right
in
here.
your defense, that
Ian
first
Proltz
one, I don't.
and Nicholas Bagamian
Okay.
started working on the game as a school project while they were in Stanford, and they were inspired by Portal, Portal 2, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And
Halo.
And Halo.
So they very much took inspiration from Halo and Portal and Portal 2. So we haven't really given the gist of the game
Yes.
yet.
So we were rolling into
yeah,
building up to it. But it's basically an arena shooter. All of your Unreal tournaments, all of the Halo multiplayer stuff like that, where you're just in these different maps, which very fun maps, by the way.
Very fun
we'll
maps.
list off all of those in a little bit. But and it has a variety of game modes, be it your normal team death matches, Dominion, capture the flag style stuff, free for all, and then it also has some different ones that have some fun twists in there too. But the big thing about it and what differentiates this from other shooters and everything is that you do have the ability to place portals that allow you to travel from one location to the next.
You literally have a portal
instantaneously.
gun. They gave
it's
you
like
a little
built
portal
into your
gun.
arm. It's awesome.
You just shoot them out there.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
And it can go from it can go far. Like
They
it can
can
go
go
across the
really
map if you
far.
can get the right angle on the places. But what's interesting about it is there are these surfaces in the maps that allow you to place the portals. It's not like you can just put them on anything.
Yeah.
It has to be the specific hexagonal blue wall.
Yeah.
Basically. And that's what you can use to put your portals. But what's even different from other things that have used portals, although I guess you could do this in the Portal games as well. Like if you could position turrets to shoot through portals and stuff,
of
right?
course,
Yeah.
yes.
So in this game as well, you can also shoot through your portals, enemy portals, and do all this craziness. You could throw grenades that close enemy portals.
And
You can close your own and open your own portals at will, so that way you can keep other people from jumping through them. And all this stuff.
Yeah, because I was going to say everyone can use your portals, your
Yes.
teammates and enemies. But the twist that I find really fun is that you can see through your own portals. You cannot see through your teammates or enemy portals.
Right.
So if you're jumping into a teammate's portal or through an enemy's portal, you don't know what's on the other side, which makes things a little bit fun.
Yeah.
So sometimes you're just blindly shooting into a portal as you blaze your way in because you don't know what's on the other side, bro.
Could be an enemy, could be a
an
friend.
enemy. And if it is an enemy, they can see you coming, but you can't see them.
Yeah. So it creates a lot of fun stuff. And plus, too, you can do really interesting things if you get a sniper rifle, you could set a portal right in front of you and then place the other one way on the other side of the map and be sniping people in the back from the
it's
far other side.
fascinating.
It's very fun, all the different kind of combinations that this brings into play. But yeah, we've been playing it for a while, for the last couple of days, literally within the last week, we've been playing it a ton.
A lot.
And
I think I've already got at least 15 hours in.
Oh, really? See, I would think I'm only 10. I'm only 8
Maybe
to
I
10.
am at 10. I've been playing on and off at lunch because I'm because the games are over so quickly.
Yeah. Oh, they're
It's
super
a
quick.
really
We should start
fast-paced
playing
game.
just in the middle of the day, since I
should
know
just-
that
yeah,
we're both
start
remote. We could just be texting each other
both
hey,
I wanna get on
wanna
Splitgate."
Splitgates real quick
Anyways.
before you file those TPS reports.
So-
But that'd be great.
That'd be great if you could just
But-
hop on the Splitgate.
Yeah, because I want to play it all the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's been a lot of fun getting to try it out and play it all the different things. But what would you say, Mogan, are some of your favorite things about it?
So for starters, I do think that there's room for improvement
Oh,
in
for sure.
terms of the weapons, because I like
Yes.
all of the weapons, but they're so standard. Most of the weapons are very what I would consider normal. It's things like a carbine, the sniper rifle, the shotgun, pistol, which is
Yeah.
very rare. I very rarely get the pistol
Wait,
in any maps.
There's a pistol?
There's a pistol. It's a small gun. It's a
Oh.
little small pew pew boy.
I have not used a
yeah,
pistol.
it's
I don't
not
think.
common.
Okay.
So there's a very small gun. There's the submachine gun.
Yeah.
There's also things like the rocket launcher, which is a little bit more silly. There's one plasma rifle, which doesn't work exactly the same as the ones from Unreal Tournament, which is a shame because I love the Unreal Tournament plasma rifle, but it is very cool. The problem is the weirder weapons don't show up enough in more maps.
Yes.
They're very localized to specific maps, which I think takes a little bit of the fun away from it. So that's one of my main areas for improvement, is that I would like to see more crazy wacky weapons, and I want them to be more evenly distributed across all types of maps and game types, except for ones that are specialized like shoddy snipes, where it's just
Right,
shotguns
right.
and snipers.
Yeah, I agree with that too, because especially team. That's why I like playing the team death matches, even though all the
there's
other
so
modes
many
are
more weapons.
Yeah, there's more stuff
Yeah.
available for you, even which I find surprising. Although I guess that's true in Oddball or like the domination ones. There are also like additional weapons there,
Yeah.
but you're right. Like specific maps will not have everything on them unless they're in really hidden places. We
Yeah.
just haven't found them yet.
Probably so.
Possibility,
Possibly.
but still, yeah. I think that's one of the things that I agree with, and that's why I like playing just the normal team deathmatch a lot, because it does let you get that practice. Because other than that, you're always going to start with the carbine and the assault rifle.
Yeah, but I actually went straight into my critique instead of what I was loving about the game, which was a
You
little
don't
bit
love anything, you
backwards.
just hate everything.
I don't even dislike it that much. There's just a lot of room for them to expand, I feel like. But where I was actually going with that was to talk about my favorite weapon, the bat.
Oh, yeah.
One of the weapons is just a bat, and it's really rare. Again, it's only on some of the maps and only in some of the game modes. But when you get the bat and you like go to click on it, because you still have to use it like a gun, you still have to click to aim, but when you do it, you like rush at the enemy and just wham, and it's a
awesome.
one-hit kill. It's the best. I absolutely love the bat, and I would play it constantly if they would let me. So the bat's my favorite weapon, probably followed by actually the sniper rifle.
Oh, really?
Because I'm so non-confrontational that I actually prefer to just kind of sit somewhere and try to click heads, which I'm getting better at because I'm on PC finally.
Yeah.
And it's actually a lot easier to aim. So that being said, I mentioned earlier, probably the last legit first-person shooter I played on PC was actually Unreal Tournament 2.
Yeah.
Like back in 2004 or 2002, early 2000s. So I haven't played a real, air quotes, first-person shooter other than Overwatch in all of that time.
Yeah, I was honestly like because I played it with your brother first.
Yes.
And we were talking about it and like, as we were playing and enjoying it and all that stuff. And we were just saying, man, this game is good. This game is good. And we were both like, we got to get more people playing it. And he said something about like having you play it. And I was like, will she want to? Because I knew like you really only played Overwatch.
Yeah.
I didn't think you were super into first-person shooters. So
I
I was
used to be
so excited when you were like
I used to be
all on board with this
mega
game.
into Unreal Tournament, and the reason that none of the other games have really stuck, like Fortnite is third person, so that, well, actually, you can choose, can't you, in Fortnite?
No, Fortnite's always third.
Oh, what game am I thinking of? Anyways, the point is, Fortnite didn't stick, Apex didn't stick, I actually hated it. Even games like Titanfall, which I thought was really cool, but it didn't stick. I don't know what the difference is, but for some reason, Splitgate, even though its concept is actually a little bit convoluted, like the addition of portals, it's a little bit non-traditional, in spite of that, it is somehow very easy to pick up.
Yeah.
Like, I picked it up really quickly. After the tutorial and the first couple of matches where I was like, I don't remember how to pick up weapons. after that, and things started to really kind of click, I was like, wow, this is a fun game.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of it does have to do with how fast-paced it feels, and the fact that just something about the control scheme feels very straightforward, even though there's portals involved, and it's just really easy to get the hang of quickly, even if you're not necessarily good. Because even when I have like the sniper rifle, a lot of those are body shots, and they're not even in scope because I'm like, oh god, I forgot to switch my weapon.
Yeah.
Even though that's the case for me a lot of the time, I feel like I'm still able to occasionally get some kills and help out the team. I don't do well in free-for-all, which is just you versus everybody else, and most kills wins. That's my weakest mode. I am a team player. I need other people to take
support?
Yeah, I need support and I need backup, because left to my own devices, I will not do well unless I have the bat, in which case I'm incredible.
Be hitting home runs all day.
Hitting home runs all day, every day. I guess it's just that it has enough variety of modes and enough, I guess just silliness.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of really fun, stupid shit that can happen with the portals. Bro Mogan's a great example of this. How many times have we seen him go flying across the map from a portal, and then we all go, look, there he goes, let's shoot at him.
Yeah.
And then he gets
Just
shot
like
out of
last
the
time
sky.
we were playing, because that's what's fun about the portals too. Depending on where you position them, to like you
can get
you
like
can use
super
physics.
jumps.
Yeah,
you can use physics to go
use
flying
science.
across the map.
And so he was messing around with this during this one like team deathmatch or free for all we were playing it. So yeah, we just keep seeing him.
Just keep seeing his silhouette.
We were playing. And he jumps out. And he literally jumps out through the portal. And he's like in the air, and he does that. He goes wee, and just in time for somebody to turn around and to pop him out of the sky. It was hilarious.
It's so funny to just because the funniest part isn't even just seeing it; it's hearing him vocally tell. He televises what he's about to do. He's like, "Here I go," and we're like, "Well, we know that now, Andrew. Of course, we're going to shoot
free for all. This isn't a team
You're
one.
in the air. You're a sitting duck. We're going to kill you."
But it was so funny, just how it was so much
funny.
like that, like one of those the TikTok videos that uses that audio. That's just the wee wee, because that's what he did. He was like wee, he's out.
So funny.
Oh man, but yeah. So I really love that too. I will agree. It's very simple, and I think that's what makes it so fun. Is there is that low barrier to entry.
Yeah.
The hardest part about this game is learning the portals.
Really,
which I'm still getting a handle
Yeah,
of.
I'm still not like optimizing my portals. In fact, I rarely use them,
Yeah.
which is probably why I'm not very good. But it's like, you know what? I'll get to that eventually. I'm still trying to figure out how to play with a keyboard still because I haven't done this in so long.
And so like there is a little bit of learning curve there. There is a little bit, I think they need to do a little bit better because it is so fast paced, like you're saying too, where it is very much like you're not hitting the same spawn point every time. But I have run into several matches where somebody figured out the place where they can portal camp your spawn.
Yeah.
And that gets not fun.
That's annoying.
That gets a little rough at times. So like I'm sure with time like they'll figure out like fixes or like dead zones for that where like you can't shoot portals in specific places depending on like spawns. I don't know what they'll do. But like that's a little bit rough. But yeah, like other than learning the portals and figuring out like the advantageous ways to shoot them, like that's what I'm still figuring out is like the angles of the portals. Like if I place this one, is it better to be like right now I'm basically using them for bamboozle purposes. Like I legitimately, and I love when I do it, I'll be like running from somebody, but I set a portal that they can't see, but then I'll set one in front of me and run into it, and they're chasing me, but then I'm popping out behind them, shooting them in the back of the head. That always happens, and I'm like, oh, I bet they're mad.
I mean, that's such a good idea.
It's a good strat.
And I wish that I had those thoughts when I'm in the game, but I'm so panicked that never occurs to me. I've pretty much exclusively been using my portals defensively, where it's like, oh God, I gotta run away. So I use mine for escape rather than offense, which again, probably why I'm not very good. But that being said, I do feel like the game's matchmaking is actually pretty good.
Yeah.
The matches that we've had, it's pretty rare that it's a total blowout on either side.
Yeah.
I feel like the majority of matches we play come down to the wire. Like we're usually pretty close and neck and neck, which is always, matches like that are just so much more fun. Because even if you're winning, if it's a total blowout, it's just not fun. You're like, well, where's the competition?
Right.
This is no fun. So the matchmaking is actually pretty decent. In casual mode. Ranked, who knows?
Right, who knows there. But yeah, there have been several matches that we've started and we're like, oh no, they're good. And we're like getting hammered. But then by the end of it, we like turn it around.
Turns around because sometimes you just got to shake off the grumpies, right? You got to get them out of there.
Loosey-goosey.
Loosey-goosey. Have another Mountain Dew, spicy, red hot.
Red hot Mountain
spicy
Dew.
Red hot.
Get fired up.
Get fired up. Eat Prilosec.
But yeah, so that's been a lot of fun learning all that stuff too. But I think that's what's fun about it is there is that low barrier to entry. Like I was telling you before, at one of the times we were playing, it's like it's one of the few games that like came out of the gate and I multiplayer games, I will say.
Yeah.
Came out and I legitimately feel good at it right off the bat.
Yeah.
Like and have done well. And like I think it's the only game that I have a positive kill death ratio in. Like that's over 1. You know what I mean? And so
Mine
it's like
may or may not be still. I'll have to check when I get home.
I haven't checked mine in a while actually too. But like it's as of last time I played, I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure like I'm still hitting it, you know, I'm still in the positives here. And so like that hasn't happened in forever. Yeah. Like I'm not doing that on Call of Duty. I'm not doing that on Apex Legends. I'm definitely not doing it in Fortnite. You know what I mean? And so that's been like a fun, just like ego boost as a gamer in a sense to be like, I'm still good at games.
Still good at something. The young people haven't totally displaced me yet.
Yeah. So let's run through real quick some of these different maps and modes that they've got available for us
While
here.
you pull those up, the other thing I want to mention that I think is just another room for improvement, and this is personally just pure personal preference. More wacky armors, please. There's some armor sets that are a little bit unusual or colorful.
Like the miner.
Yeah,
Or
the miner's a weird one. I
don't like the miner because he's got this dead stare.
He's creepy.
He's like,
yeah. So to give everybody a visual for what most of the default soldiers look like, they just like They kind of look like Halo guys.
Yeah.
They've got a vague space-like armor set on, a helmet, so most of the time you can't see their faces. It's just in specific special skins that you can actually see a face, and the Miners is one of them. It's
Don't
real
like
creepy,
it.
and I don't like it.
I don't like it at
I've
all.
seen one person who had like a cool rainbow armor on. I want
yeah.
more of that.
I bet those are Battle Pass ones.
I'm sure they are. I want more crazy armor sets because that's what'll get me to buy the Battle Pass.
Yeah.
Like as soon as I figure out where that rainbow one comes from, if I can go back and get it, I'm getting it.
Well, I think you unlock as you progress, even on free without paying for it, you still progress through the Battle Pass. So if you buy the Battle Pass, you'll get everything retroactively.
Oh, okay. I'm so unaccustomed to Battle Passes, I still kind of don't know how they work.
Yeah. So
The only other one I know is Fall Guys. And that's not a first-person shooter, so... But my point is, I just want more wacky armors. Give me a Hello Kitty armor on my big buff dude.
Yeah.
That's the kind of stuff that I want.
I like
Anyways,
the one that you and I, or like when we first started playing, that was like you had that like metallic one.
I still have that
Oh,
one.
that one's
most of the
awesome.
time. That
I
one
love
is
that
pretty
one.
Cool.
I've also seen the one that looks close to like the Terminator, like the T-100 or T.
Oh, yeah. I know
that's
what you're
they are.
talking about. Like the robo-skeleton.
Yeah, but like, he looks like a skeleton. He's got like the rib cage on and stuff.
Yeah.
I love that one.
That
That
one's
was
pretty
really
cool.
cool too. I think before we get into the maps and stuff, since you were talking about another con, the only con that I have or it's not even a con, just again, just
Really,
like
these
with
are
adjustment.
Like just room for improvement.
Yeah,
because
that I would
it's
like to
not
see.
Bad.
No, I'm
there's
like,
just more that they can do with it.
Yeah, it's not like I'm looking at this and being like, this is ruining my experience. But these couple things, like, yes, I would love to see some improvement or just adjustment to. I feel like overall, the weapons have a great feel to them and the great feel to like the impacts. The shotgun is awesome still. You hit a headshot with that or a one-shot somebody, it feels great.
Yeah.
What doesn't feel great? The melee. There is no like impact, no oomph to that at all.
You're right.
It feels like you're just, it's just whiffing through the air, and then like the guy drops dead.
Yeah,
like
I totally
want a little
agree.
bit of like a punch impact sound, impact feeling. Halo does it really well, and stuff like that. Like I love that.
Well, part of me wonders, and this is just like pure guess. We'll actually have to ask Bro Mogan. I wonder if you can feel something more if you're playing on console.
Ooh,
like
got the
if
vibrations.
if you had a
that's
controller
true.
with haptic feedback or vibrations or
Ooh,
any
that's
of
a
the
good point.
above. I wonder if that's the case. If you're playing Splitgate on console, let us know.
Tell us.
When you melee, do you feel anything?
Yeah,
I would like to know that.
That's a good. I hadn't thought about
Yeah.
that, but that is a good point.
When are they going to put haptic feedback in the mouse?
Right?
Why not? That seems like a no-brainer.
I'm surprised they haven't. There might be one
Yeah.
out there. So that would be cool to see. But still, like even like a sound, it's not even like a good sound effect
It's
even
not.
at that
You're
point.
totally
it's
right.
just a little flat feeling.
That's something that I never even thought of because I'm still again so unaccustomed
Right.
to being able
But
to
when I'm
actually
rushing
kill
up
people.
at you and I want to smack you with the
Yeah.
butt of my gun, I want to feel some
Yeah,
reward
I
for
agree.
that. You know what I mean?
agree.
The other thing that I would like to see is that, like I mentioned before, you have grenades that you can use to close portals.
Yes.
I would love to see the option to pick up actual frag grenades.
Yeah.
Or be able to, because like Halo, you could switch between frag, sticky, and then like the spike planted, the ones that like brutes carried and stuff. I'm forgetting the name of them now, but they look like a big spiked club that you could throw out.
Gotcha.
Like you have these different grenade types. Right now, the only grenades are the ones that close portals, and they do no damage to the enemy team.
No,
if you
they
hit them with
only
them.
destroy portals.
When I first started playing, I was tossing them at people. I'm like, why is this not doing anything? And then I realized, oh, it literally only closes
Did you
portals.
skip the tutorial, bro?
No, I did the tutorial. I just missed that little key fact that it's not going to do any damage. And so that I would love if either, maybe not like a huge explosion kind of thing, but like maybe if it did do like 10, 15 damage to a person, if you hit him with that, that would be cool. Or at least like had the option to pick up frag grenades somewhere else or switch in between. Because I just feel like having an arena shooter like this, not having grenades feels off a little.
Yeah, I got you. The other thing that we actually forgot to mention that is a pro in the game's favor that you guys all made it sound so weird. I instantly felt like it belonged. The jetpacks.
Oh, I love the jetpacks.
We forgot to talk
sorry, we
about
forgot
the
to talk about
jetpacks.
jetpacks. But yeah, I love the jetpacks.
Because I was thinking like, man, how do you get through I know there's a way that I've been flying around a lot. Where's that been coming from?
Yeah.
It's the jetpacks.
Yeah.
So you've got a jetpack so you can do like your standard jump. And then if you kind of go to do a double jump, air quotes, you can kind of like putz around on your jetpack. It doesn't have a very long range. You pretty much have to come back to Earth relatively quickly. But if you've built up a lot of momentum running and then you jump and use the jetpack, you can get some serious air. The con is that if you're in the air, like Bro Mogan is frequently, you're a very easy target for other people to just snipe right out of the sky.
I agree.
But it does add just that little bit more of extra chaos and fun, being able to very briefly fly around.
Well, and I like to use it too, even strategically. I probably use the jetpack more as like a offensive or defensive thing more than the portals, because like, you know, I'll run up at somebody, shoot them, and they'll duck behind the wall. Well, I'll like jump. I'm telling my strats, but you know, it is what it is. Got to review the game and talk about it. But like, you know, they'll jump and duck behind a wall. Well, then I'll keep running at them, but jump up on the jetpack and then like kind of like use the jetpack to like take the corner up high.
Yeah.
Because there's not even like a convenient crouch, walk, or slide.
Yeah,
You can crouch,
isn't.
but it's not like you can't like slide into it and stuff.
Yeah.
Again, another thing I'd like to see added. But still, it's one of those things. It's like it's fun to use the jetpack to take advantage of of the enemies and stuff like that too. So it's got a lot of great stuff going for it. And honestly, like we said, the cons and the things that we're talking about, they're not really even cons. They're just like minor tweaks we would like to see further on down the road. But they're not ruining our enjoyment of the game in any way. But yeah, so let's run through the maps real quick and some of the different modes before wrapping it up. But so we got maps. We have Stadium, which
It's a
given the name,
stadium.
it looks like your typical futuristic
reminds me
stadium.
the most of Rocket League.
Yes,
something
it does.
about its color scheme and the textures that it uses. I'm like, yes, Rocket
It
League.
kind of looks like it
we're
has
back.
a goal at the
Yeah,
both
it
ends
kind
and
of
stuff like
does.
that.
It's just, I mean, obviously it's stadium shaped, so duh.
Yeah, and these are
But-
all very futuristic, like very neon colored sci-fi stuff. Pantheon, we have Helix, Club Silo.
I like Club Silo.
That one's good. Atlantis,
I like Atlantis.
Highwind. I don't recognize as
Let me
much.
see Highwind.
I feel like I've done it, but maybe only like one or two times. It doesn't look as familiar to me.
Oh, okay, I do recognize that one. I don't love Highwind.
Okay.
It's fine, but it's annoying.
Olympus is fun.
Olympus is very fun.
It's got a lot of verticality to it.
Yeah, it does.
Abyss I like because it kind of looks like a like a jungle themed one.
Oh, I
It's
don't
cool.
like Abyss. Highwind and Abyss, I think, are my two least favorites.
Oasis. I can't decide how I feel about Oasis.
I
Honestly,
like
like a desert
Oasis.
one.
I really like that one.
It's a good sniper map.
It is.
for sure. A lot of open room. Then Lava Well,
I like Lava Well. That's one of my favorite ones for domination.
and then there are 6. I can't count. 6 simulation maps, what they call, which are smaller ones that are available only in the Showdown, Takedown, and custom games. But they're more just like the clean white walled with portal, like look very much like a simulation room.
So if you want to play more of the pistol, one of the best modes to actually get it on is the randomized guns one. It takes place in the simulations.
gun game?
Gun game,
Oh,
yeah.
I love gun
Where
game
just
modes.
every time
Gun
that
game.
you respawn, you get a new weapon and it's totally randomized. Those are one of the few times that I've actually gotten to the pistol.
Oh, okay.
That's why I
I'll
knew
play
about it,
that
because I
then.
was like, where have I played the pistol? Because it doesn't really spawn. It's in the randomized mode, which one of my favorites. I really like that one.
Nice. And then I'll try that one. I don't know if I actually played through that one. I think I have. But anyway, so then some of the different modes, like we've talked about, that the game has, just pulled up, but then the site reloaded, and here they are. Which I also like, that when you're playing casual or with a party leader, when going into the lobby, can choose and like tick off or select,
Yes.
deselect and select game modes that they want to play.
You can pick exactly which modes you do or don't want to play, which is what a great quality of
Great
life
quality
feature.
of life feature.
I was thinking, like, why isn't this a feature in Overwatch? Like, obviously
Yeah.
it is if you make custom games.
Right.
But that assumes that you have enough people to play those games. In this, whether you're solo or with a party, you can just go through the list and tick off exactly the ones you want. And it might affect your waiting times, but not by that much. Because the player base is huge. People love this game. So
Yeah,
go
they had
ahead
to
and get it
implement
now.
a queue system
They did.
because they haven't been able to like catch their servers up with the demand of people trying to play.
Yeah, they're
Good problem to have.
good problem to have. Yeah, good for them.
The only other thing that I would say that again, another tweak that I would like to see is that I feel like once you do select your certain game modes or even have all of them selected, it does tend to stick into a specific mode
Yeah.
too much. Like it won't like play shoddy sniper then switch to team deathmatch. You're probably going to get like 3 shoddy sniper games in a
Yeah,
row.
I agree that the mix of what games it puts you in could be better. There are also just maybe 2 modes that I know of that are only 3 players.
Yes.
Is it Takedown? Team Takedown?
Team Takedown.
I want to say it's
Takedown and Showdown.
Showdown, yes. Takedown and Showdown are two that you can only play with 3 players. Otherwise, most of the team-based ones are up to 4 people, which slightly awkward for us because now we have a pretty solid group of 5.
I know.
So we either need to lose 1 or we need to gain 3 more.
So the game modes are Team Deathmatch.
I love Team
You know what's up
Deathmatch.
there.
Yeah.
King of the Hill. Love that's a fun one as well. And everyone knows what that is. Domination. 3 areas in the map. You got to control them.
Yep.
VIP.
I really like VIP.
VIP is
So
good. Is this one? Oh, no. This is not the one that I like as much.
Which one?
VIP.
Oh, VIP
It's fun.
I really like because in each team of 4, 1 person at a time is the VIP and you have double the health, but you are basically the target. Everybody wants to kill you so that their team gets a point because
Right.
you only get points based on whoever gets a kill on the VIP. So the other 3 are kind of trying to protect the VIP while also trying to kill the other team's VIP. I actually really like that mode.
It does have some fun stuff. I like the one thing about it I don't like about it is that the VIP can't shoot portals. And so that just throws off my,
Yes.
like when I'm the VIP, I'm like, I feel powerless.
That's why we call it, get down, Mr. President.
But that's a lot longer to say than VIP. But yeah, that would be the game mode I would call it. Team Oddball, which I believe is my favorite because it's like a mix of VIP and normal like team deathmatch. Whereas it's 4x4, there's a ball in the middle of the map. The teams rush to try to grab it. Whoever has the ball and holds the ball gains points. But you can, when you're holding the ball, still shoot portals. And you have like a one-hit bash with the ball.
Oh yeah, you can melee people with the ball and it's hysterical.
And it's awesome because the ball, like in my case, my cosmetic for it is a disco ball.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah.
it looks really
It looks
fun.
very
It's
fun.
a very fun, shiny, pretty instrument of death.
Another thing that they could improve upon: more silly designs for the ball.
There are a lot. I think
There
you
are
just gotta
few.
unlock them.
They're
all.
just they weren't silly enough.
I see.
Because specifically, this is very.
What would be
niche.
the silliest?
This is very niche, and they will never do it. But this is probably no one's even going to get the reference unless you're into anime and or are. Anyways, the point is in Sailor Moon, Sailor Moon's daughter from the future, Minnie Moon, when she comes back from the future to meet her mom when she's a teenager, she brings with her this like floating robotic cat head.
Okay.
And it's really adorable, but it's like a perfect circle with big kitty ears and like a little antenna on top. I want that thing as the ball. I know that's very specific,
Yeah.
and they're not gonna do it. But if they could, that'd be great.
That'd be really
if
fun.
you could just put that in the game, that'd be awesome.
Who knows? Maybe they start blowing up. They get these
Yeah.
partnerships. They can do all that kind of stuff.
I want them to add in like a big dinosaur egg. I think that would be really
That
fun.
would be fun. That would be pretty fun. Then we got Team SWAT, 4v4. One again, headshots, insta kills, and then that's usually restricted, I think, to more of the precise marksman weapons.
Yeah.
Team Shoddy Snipers. That's another one of our favorite modes. Gun game, the one where free for all with 6 players.
I like gun
Kill enemies to advance your gun.
Yeah.
And Showdown is the Showdown and Takedown are the 2 3v3 rounds where it's basically you eliminate the enemy team to win the round. The
think
difference is
Showdown-
loadouts are randomized each round and no respawns. Takedown is the spawn times increase with each death in the first team to 4 points wins.
Takedown is the one I don't like. I
That one
do
sounds
like Showdown. I think Takedown is my least favorite mode. Showdown is okay just because I love the randomization.
Mm-hmm.
Very fun.
So yeah, it's got a lot of great stuff going on.
It's got a lot going for it. The game just feels great.
Yeah.
It just feels really good to play. Everything is super responsive. Being able to sprint makes you feel super fast.
Oh,
Gotta
yeah.
go fast.
And also, like I've played a ton of solo games, and I've also played a ton of games in a group with like you and your brother and Cody and stuff like that. Have we ever been kicked out or lost connection to a match or had any kind of like server issue at all?
No, we haven't had any server issues. There is, however, that's not true. It's happened to Bro Mogan and Cody, or maybe Michael, I think, where if you, at some point, someone was attempting to leave a match and got stuck. And they like couldn't get back into the party.
I remember that.
That's what it was. So like something weird happened where this ties into one of my other small critiques that I would love to see changed. There's no ability to leave a match as group.
Yes.
So even when you're in like the lobby waiting for the next match to load, the leader can't leave as group. Everybody has to leave individually. So if somebody forgets or if they get up to run to the bathroom and they don't hit it in time, 3 people leave and 1 person's still in, and it just makes everything a little bit awkward. So I would love to see a leave as group feature. which I think at the same time would potentially fix the one bug that I know of, which is sometimes if you leave a group, you do get stuck, like it doesn't go through all the way, and then you can't get back into your party. So that's the only bug that I think any of us have really encountered. Otherwise, no, I've never had a server issue. And it's never happened to me, only to other people, so whatever.
So perfect game
Yeah,
still,
perfect
10
game,
of 10.
10-10.
So yeah, Splitgate's been a blast. We've been playing it a lot. I'm sure you'll probably see it jump up on some Team Chat plays here in the
for
future
sure.
and
Yeah.
stuff like that, because it's just a
It's super
rollicking
fun.
good time. And it's going to be, it's good because, like we had when it launched, like we had Overwatch and we all played that and all that jazz. But now it's fun that we have this next
This
new
really
big
does
one.
feel like new Overwatch
Yeah.
in terms of how obsessively are we going to play it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. Because we're going to be in it for a while.
Oh yeah, I'm probably gonna go home after this and play.
You
and-
want to jump
and
on a
play
few
Spilled
rounds?
Gut.
You want to jump on a
Well,
few rounds
first
when
I
you
have to
get
do
done?
my coffee ones by myself.
Okay, do you get warmed
in,
up?
in my dressing
sure.
gown at home, just have my little tea and play some Splitgate. The kitty cats, because where I have my setup at home is my standing desk, which
Yeah.
is right next to their food bowls.
Oh, so they just think you're
And
there to feed them all the
every
time.
time I walk in there, the kitties are like, "Mother will feed us now," and I'm like, "No, no, no, small boys. I am only here to play video games." And they're like, "But why does Mama
Mother."
hate us?"
Please, Mama, I'd like
Please,
some
Mama,
more."
we are but mere boys. They're bad little cats. I need to beat them more.
Oh man.
Oh man, I should show you the back of one of my legs because Sulla
retaliated?
No, they're not retaliating. Sulla has realized that he can do this really cute thing where he like stretches up and puts his little paws on my leg, and then he goes like this. And if his nails are trimmed, it doesn't feel like anything. It just feels like adorable little kitty toe beans trying to get you.
Yeah.
But if his nails haven't been trimmed, I get a little beat up.
scratch.
So got a little beat up
He's like,
right now.
Feel my love, Mom. But I could also kill you.
But I want my food now, and I'm like, no, bad kitty.
That's like Birdie. Fender, like, he's never really scratched me that
He's a
bad.
good boy. He's a good little boy.
Henry, our beloved kitten, he when he was around, he would he would scratch and like nibble at you. And all that
He
stuff. Never
gave
really
me a
be
few
that
good
big-
chomps
Yeah,
before.
never really did anything that bad to me. Birdie, my God,
Those dogs.
this dog, I'm scarred. Legitimately, I have scars now. Like I have this
no.
huge one on.
Oh, that's from Birdie?
That's from Bird.
Oh my God.
Like all the way across the top of my hand. Like big
Damn, because
scratch.
I have noticed that one. I didn't know it was that recent.
Yeah, I've got one on my knee now. She tried to give me one on my other knee the other
Oh,
day. I
God.
told Sam the other day, this sounds terrible, but bear with me. I told Sam the other day, I was like, because I have a tattoo, like my very first tattoo I ever got was of Fender, as a picture of Fender. Then after Henry passed, I got his paw print, also close to it. And I said, Birdie's not getting a memorial
She's
tattoo
already got
because
some.
she's already she scarred me. I said, if anything, I'll just like outline all of them.
That would be
And then
really funny.
they'd be like, why do you have these random black lines ever? It's for my dear pup.
Where
She scratched me.
They'd be like, oh God.
So it's like she's already memorialized herself on my body
That's
because I'll
super
never
funny.
forget. I'll be like, where'd you get that scar from? Oh, my dumb, silly dog.
My dumb big doggo. Dogs. Anyway, Splitgate's a
Anyway,
great game.
Splitgate, yeah. So anyway, yeah, if you have played Splitgate as well and would like to, party up, we put our Steam IDs and all that stuff in the Add Me channel on our Discord. So if you want to send us a friend invite and try to play some games and stuff, let us know. We'd love to play because it's an amazing game.
And again, I will also say it's
we need to do a Splitgate tournament. We need to figure out how to do
yeah,
that.
we do. So again, it's free to play, but I want to point out that similar to Fall Guys, it is very unobtrusive in terms of the monetization. You
Yes.
can absolutely play that game, have the full experience, and never pay a dime. This is not a pay-to-win game at all. So I really like the way that they've monetized it. Everything that you can get is basically just cosmetic, which is perfect. So the monetization is really good. 10 out of 10.
So play Splitgate, play Splitgate with us, and if you have played Splitgate and have thoughts on it, let us know by sending us an email at teamchatpodcast@gmail.com, on the Discord, on social media, wherever you're listening to or watching the video, because we'd love to hear from you. Also, if you just have general questions about video games or anything else like that you'd like us to answer, ask away, and we'll do that on the episodes as well. So again, teamchatpodcast@gmail.com, Discord, social media, YouTube, podcast services around the globe.
We can also be reached at 555.
We got a landline?
We got a landline. What if we just had a super old office phone right here? Like,
Hello?
call into the team chat phone anytime.
That'd be awesome. That would actually be really fun.
Oh my God.
Oh, man. But yeah, Splitgate's fun. Splitgate's awesome. Play it. That's it. That's the end of the episode. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
But no, that does wrap up this episode of Team Chat Podcast. Until next time, everybody, I'm one of your hosts, Jarrett Wilson, joined across the table to my right. God, it's starting to mess me up now. But to my right, Rachel Mogan.
Adios.
We'll see you all next time.